In the last video, we cover some of the topic and the questions related to the topic. And today we will continue the video with this new topic. So let's start the video. Here is the topic: new notions of kingship. Okay, the questions here can be formed that discuss the notions of kingship that developed in the post-Mauryan period. Okay, so what was the new notions of kingship that developed in the post-Mauryan period? So yes, you see the new kingdom that emerged in the Deccan and further south, including the chiefdoms of the Cholas, the Cheras and Pandya in Tamilkam. Okay, if we talk about the Tamilkam, the name of the ancient Tamil countries, including the part of Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Many chiefs and kings, including the Satvahana, that rules over the western and central part of India. Then comes Asak peoples of central origin who ruled over uh, northwestern and western part of the subcontinent. Okay, then we see the Kushanas who ruled over a vast kingdom extending from Central Asia to northwest India. And then comes by the 4th centuries there is an evidence of large state including the Gupta Empire. So you see these were the kingdom who emerged after the Mauryans, okay, and who ruled around 6th century BCE to 6th century Common Era. So here comes another topic is the divine king, and in which we will cover the ruler of especially the Kushanas and the Gupta. Okay, we will cover these two periods, these two empire. One is the Kushana, another one is the Gupta Empire. Okay, so here you can see that after the post-Mauryan age, the idea of kingship, okay, that got monarch with the divine theory of state. Now the monarch began to talk about divine session to rule the people. Kushana's rulers propagated the idea of the same at the unprecedented scale. They ruled from Central Asia to Western India. So here you can see it talk about the divine right of the king. Okay, so the questions here that are will be formed is that explain briefly the notions of the kingship during Kushanas and Gupta Empire, or how did Kushana ruler exemplify themselves with the high status. Okay, so here if we talk about how they exemplify, so you can see the idea of kingship got monarch with the divine theory of states. Okay, here you can see a colossal statues of Kushana's rulers that have been installed in a shrine at Mutt near Mathura. Okay, the similar statues are found in the shrine of Afghanistan as well. So it indicates that the Kushana considered themselves as god-like. Okay, here you can see that they called themselves Devputra, possibly inspired by Chinese rulers who called themselves son of heaven. So Kushana rulers have been found installed in a shrine at Mutt near Mathura. Okay, historians feel that this indicates that Kushana considered themselves god-like. Some of the tribal republican states reveal that they came to be headed by their gods in whose name the coins were issued. Okay, then comes the Gupta rulers. You can see second development of kingship was found in Gupta rulers dynasty, and then it was a period of large size states. Such states were dependent on Samants was sometime became powerful enough to usurp the power of kings too. Let's go through the source. Okay, here you can see source number 3. Okay, there is a questions related with this source. Compare and contrast the list of things given to Pandya chiefs, okay, with those produced in the village Dangun. Okay, so Dangun here you can see that it was taken from the source 8. So we have to compare and contrast the list of the things that were given to the king. Okay, or the if we talk about here you can see it was given to the Pandya chief. Okay, so first we talk about source number 3. So you can see this is an extract or excerpt that from taken from the Shilpadikaram. Okay, so what is Shilpadikaram? It's an epic written in Tamil. तो ये तमिल का महाकाव्य शिल्पादिकारम से एक अंश लिया गया है. जब यह वन की यात्रा पर थे तो लोग नाचते गाते हुए पहाड़ों से उतरे, ठीक उसी तरह जैसे पराजित लोग विजयी का आदर करते हैं. वे अपने साथ उपहार लाए जिनमें हाथी दांत हो गया, सुगंधित लकड़ी हो गया, देन आप देखते हैं हिरण के बाल से बने जो फैंस हैं, देन शहद हो गया, चंदन हो गया, लाल रेड ऑचर्स हो गया, सुरमा हो गया, हल्दी, इलायची, मिर्च आदि वस्तुएं थी। तो वे अपने साथ नारियल, आम, दही, जड़ी बूटी और फूल, प्याज हो गया, गन्ना हो गया, सुपारी हो गया, केला हो गया, बाघों के बच्चे, शेर, हाथी, बंदर, भालू, हिरन, कस्तूरी मृग, लोमड़ी, मोर, जंगली मुर्गे, बोलने वाले तोते आदि भी लाए। Come to the source number 8. Here you can see Prabhavati Gupta, daughter of Chandragupta II, state in her inscriptions. She gives command to the Gram Kutumbin, okay, the household, the peasant, the Brahmans, other people living in the village of Dangun, okay. So what she states in her inscriptions, so you can see कार्तिक शुक्ल पक्ष की द्वादश तिथि को धार्मिक पुण्य प्राप्ति के लिए ग्राम को दान में देना, दानगुन को क्या करना, जल अर्पण के साथ आचार्य चनाल स्वामी को दान दिया गया है। आपको इनके सभी आदेशों का पालन करना होगा। तो जिसके साथ उन्होंने अग्रहार इस व्हाट, भूमि अनुदान, जो भूमि ब्राह्मणों को दान में दिया जाता है, तो इसमें उनको निम्न कुछ प्रिविलेजेस दी गई। पहली चीज़, पुलिस एंड सोल्जर्स विल नॉट एंटर इनटू द विलेज, ओके। विलेज में कोई भी शासकीय अधिकारियों को उस गांव से घास देने और आसानी से उपलब्ध जानवर के खाल या कोयला देने के दायित्व से गांव पूरी तरह मुक्त हो जाता है। साथ ही मदिरा अल्कोहल खरीदने और नमक की खुदाई करने के राजकीय अधिकार से मुक्त है। खनिज पदार्थ और खदीर वृक्ष के उत्पाद देने से भी फ्री है। फल और दूध भी देने से फ्री है। इस गांव का दान, इसके भीतर की संपत्ति छोटी बड़ी करों से भी ये गांव एग्जेम्प्ट हो चुका है, पूरी तरह फ्री है। इस आदेश को राज्य के 13वें वर्ष में लिखा गया है और इसे चक्रदास ने उत्कीर्ण कराया था। You can see the item that produced in the village of Dangun was grass, skin of animal, flour, salts and other minerals. Okay. So here comes another questions that how you can reconstruct, okay, the past of Gupta. So you know that there is lots of sources, literature, coins and inscription including Prashasti. Okay, so how have the Prashasti drawn the factual information about the Gupta rulers? So you can see that historians or history of the Gupta ruler have been reconstructed from literature, coin, inscription including Prashastis composed in praise of king by poets. While historians often attempt to draw factual information from such composition, those who composed and read them treasured them as work of poetry rather than in